in inline CSS folder. Home.html file under the inline CSS folder. Home.html under the inline CSS folder. Come inside that file HTML, follow the body tag, and under the body tag you will write a for body tag. First you write margin 0px, style equal to margin 0px. So there should not be any gap from any side. Okay, ready? Next, after that, follow a div tag, div. For div, you can write a style equal to height of the division, suppose 30 pixel, and background of the division, suppose green color. So this is one division that is going to come complete in the top of the screen in the beginning of the page. 100%. If is not concerned, it will go default 100%. Check now, it's covering 100% for the full width. Come down after that, create another division. Give height as a 70 px and background is nothing, just black, white background. Don't write anything also in that. Next, after that, write another division. Background blue color. Height 30 px, background is a blue color. Thirty px is less. We can make it 40 pixel little. Ready? Three blocks are ready. Like this. Next, after that, create another division. One division, height 400 and no background. Text align center. Text align center. Inside this division, H1. Welcome home. Hope ready. Welcome home is coming. Something like this. Next, after that, create one more division. Background orange color. Height maybe 100 pixel or 120 pixel. Ready? See, footer came in the last orange block. If orange is not coming in the last, you can increase height here. 400, keep 600, 500. So orange block will go in the last. So this is called inline CSS. You have to write the CSS everywhere. For all the lines, you have to write the CSS. For all the tabs, we have to write the CSS. Okay, next, we need to understand what is the problem under the inline CSS, so that we need to follow the next method as a internal. There will be some problem under the inline, then only we need to follow the internal. Those problem part we will understand. Looking similar? Hmm? If this is the page. Okay, let's create the next file. One more under the CSS, it's in the inline CSS only. Or maybe this file you can create under the internal CSS. Next file you create under the internal CSS folder. Give the file name again, maybe example1, example1.html. Example1.html. Under internal CSS folder. Under internal CSS folder. In this example one, we are going to write purposefully the problem of inline CSS. What problem we have? Because of that, we should follow the next method, that is called internal. HTML, we have to start here. Then after that, we need to follow here called body tag. Inside the body tag, you write a UL, and under the UL write the LI. You will keep the text called home. About us, contact us, products, technology, sign up, login. Okay, so return how many li? 2, 4, 6, 7 li. Now write the CSS for all 7 li. Style equal to display colon inline, margin colon 20 pixel, keep all the places same CSS code. So now all are coming in the same line. CSS display inline margin 20 pixel. You have written total 7 times. Total 7 times. How many li we have? That many times we have written. Suppose we have li 10 times. So we have written the if li is 5 times, the display inline and margin 20 pixel you have to write 5 times. If it is the 20 times, we have to write it how many times? 20 times. See here. It will work. There is no problem. It is going to work. But problem will be duplicate CSS. CSS code is duplicate. Why? Why duplicate? Look at here. Display inline, you wrote for first li. Display inline again, you wrote for the second li. Display inline, we wrote for the third li. So there should be another way where we can write display inline and margin 20 pixel one place, and it will apply for all. So that will be called one to many. See an HTML code many times. But in this method, what you have? One to one. One li, one CSS. Again li, again CSS. Again li, again CSS. So for each li, CSS we have written, and it is same code is repeating again and again. Same code is repeating again and again. Now to overcome this problem, we have a next method called internal method. So we will create exactly similar example and we will convert into internal method, and we will see what is the benefit we have compared to inline and internal. What is the benefit we have? Suppose you are given the margin 20 pixel. If you want to change to 30 pixel, we have to modify all the places. To modify or not? You need to modify all the places. If you want to apply some color as a red, we have to write everywhere color red, color red, color red. All how many places? 7 places. Suppose if I write here color red, so where it will apply? Everywhere or only one place? Only one place. If you want to write, if you want to apply color red everywhere, then you have to write all the places. Suppose I went here, see color red happened, but remaining has not. Reason we have not written for remaining. We have to write everywhere, then only it will happen. Okay, so go next and copy same example, paste in another file example2.html under internal CSS example2 folder. Ready? Now open the style tag also. No, first head tag. Head open close. Then right here call style. Head open close and then style also open close. Inside style, write li, and for li, write these two property, display inline and margin 20 pixel. Then from all the li, you need to remove the CSS. Save this file and check once. It's happening for all. Didn't check now. Save it. Same or different. Display inline spelling check. It is flower bracket. Same line. It is something like this. Same no, as it was in the previous. It is here. It is also here. Now CSS code is edited in one place for li, and in current page if you have 100 li also no problem. Everywhere it will get applied. So that is called internal CSS. But it will work for the li of current page. It will not work for the li of next page. It will work in the current page only. Now go here, add color, red. See, all the places red will happen. Which is the good method? This one or that one? Internal method is a good method. Current what you wrote is called internal CSS. Previous example was inline CSS. Internal CSS is better than inline CSS. We can do for all. We have 5 rules. We have 5 rules for that. We are going to make a note. And then we'll understand all the 5 rules first. After that, again, we'll create the pages. We'll go step by step. We'll not go randomly. Till now, whichever you learn, remember that. Now come to the where next file, developer guide. In developer guide, you have made a note somewhere. Type of CSS, inline, internal. So here we have written the example of inline CSS. This all was the best on inline CSS only. So you can write a note here below inline CSS. Okay, or this will get breakdown. We can write here. It is one-to-one method. One-to-one method. Which one? Inline CSS is one-to-one method. Inline CSS, it is one-to-one method. What is that? Write CSS code one time and use in HTML only one time. That is called one-to-one. Write CSS code one time and use in HTML only one time. Next we have, if you are writing one-to-one, what problem will come? Because of one-to-one CSS code will be duplicate. If you write same thing again and again, Definitely CSS code will be duplicate. Because of one-to-one CSS code will be duplicate. If code is duplicate, then file weight will increase. If code is duplicate, then file weight will increase. Same code if you have again and again, file weight will increase. Heavy file take long time to load. Heavy file take long time to load. If loading time is more, then user experience will be bad. User experience may be bad. If loading time is more than, user experience may be bad. Next, after that, if you want to modify anything, it will take long time. Modification take long time. Modification take long time. Modification take long time. Modification take long time. Code will be complex. All point of view, it has a problem on it. Okay. Now we will make the note of internal. Give 1 minute time. Morning 7:30 my class will start. From 7:30, sometime mind will start sleeping in between. Rest is a full time, full night is rest itself. But in daytime, system asks sleep for 1 hour after 4 5 classes. Huh? I have many classes. Come, come, come. Okay. Next, after this, we will come to the internal CSS. Right under the internal CSS, this internal CSS is it is one to many. It is one to many. That what it says. Write CSS code one time and use in HTML many times. It is one to many. One to many says write CSS code one time and use in HTML how many times? Many times. Next, after that, so one example we created. We saw this one. Example 2. We have written the CSS for li one times, and in current page, wherever the li will come, for all the li, this display line, margin 20 pixel and color rate will get applied for all the li. Whichever the li we have in current page, everywhere same property value will get applied. Now next what we have is, next we have like, do you have only this method to write the CSS or we have any more method? Okay, so only this method will not help you, because suppose in current page you want some li should be different and some li should be different, then how to do? Some li should look green color and some li should look blue color. So using this method you can't achieve. Using this method, all the li will convert into red color. Okay. Go here in your example. CSS has given following methods to CSS has given following methods to write CSS one to many. CSS has given the following methods to write CSS one to many. What are that? The A CSS using tag name, tag name. B, CSS using ID. C, CSS using class. D, CSS using tag group. CSS using parent and child tag. So this method we have. Ready? So how many methods? 5 methods. Out of this 5 method, method number 2, bootstrap will not follow the method number 2. Bootstrap not follow this method. Bootstrap not follow this method. CSS using ID. Remaining bootstrap follow CSS using tag name, class name, tag group, parent child, all methods CSS follow. Only a bootstrap follow because bootstrap is also part of CSS only. Bootstrap is also written in CSS. Ready? So first now we are going to create CSS using first method tag name. Okay, so write a file css by tagname.html. You can create a file css by tagname, css by tagname.html, css by tagname.html. Okay, css by tagname.html. In which folder you created? Internal CSS. CSS by tagname.html. Start from HTML, follow the meta tag and follow the body tag. Ready? So first go to the head section, write a comment. This is called comment. Comment. Okay, ready? Inside the comment to write syntax. How to write the CSS. It is called selector. Then flower bracket open close. Inside write call property colon value. Next line. Property 2 colon value. Third line. Property 3 colon value. Now come down below. This is for example. Style open, style close. Inside that you write the body. Body tag background as a orange color. Okay. Now see there. Selector property value have written. At the place of selector, what we wrote? Body. Where we wrote selector, at the place of selector, we have written for body. So body is called as a selector. Where? In CSS. In HTML, body is called as a tag. But in CSS, body is called as a selector. Now let's come down and run this page. Body should become as a orange color. Background should convert into orange color. Background converted into orange color. Ready? Next, after that, come down in HTML block, body block, write the p tag. I am in p tag. Copy this paragraph 3-4 times. 6 times you can keep. Now write another selector P. For that also, first write margin between 2p 1%, then width of the p, suppose 23%. So how many paragraph will come in one line? 23% padding width and 1% margin will become 25. 1% will come in left side, 1% will go to the right side. Huh? Margin, when you write margin, what will happen? Margin 20 pixel. If I write margin 20 pixel, what will happen? Where it will apply? Inside or outside? Outside, all side. So when I written P margin 1%, where it will apply? Left, right, top, bottom, where? 1%, leave center at all. I'm asking for P tag, you have written margin 1%. So what is the meaning of margin? To apply the space. Now 1% you have written. So where it will apply? Left, right, top, bottom, where? Margin only means all the side here. Look at here. Go to developer guide. Margin 30 pixel, what it will do? It apply 30 pixel gap from all side. Why we forward? Okay. Yes. So now suppose if I give here 25% width. So how many paragraph will come in one line? Suppose if I cut this line and write 25% width. So how many paragraph will come in one line? How many p tag will come in one line? Total width how much? 100. 100 divided by 25. How many? 4 blocks. But 4 block will come without a space. So we are giving 1% margin. Margin 1%. Now once you given the margin 1%, it will become more than 100%. So what you have to do? You have to minus from where? 25%. Give width as how much? 23. 23% width, margin 1% left and margin 1% right. 1% left, 1% right, 2%. And width how much? 23. 23 and 2, 25. Now the width of the paragraph will be how much? 25%. Okay, come down. Right below next. Float left. It should print one after other, side by side. Float left. Then write height of the paragraph. Suppose 100 pixel. Then keep background of the paragraph as white color or maybe a sky blue color. See what is happening. For the paragraph, width is 23%, 1% is margin. Left 1% is right, 1% top, 1% bottom. So we are calculating the width. So we will consider the left and right. That is called margin left and margin right. 23% width and 2% margin. How much? 25. 25% will be width. Then height will be 100 pixel only. Okay, you write it and check once. You will come to know. Now write text hyphen align colon center. Text align center. Save the file and see how many paragraph is coming in one line. Float left is for that purpose only. Float left will convert from block to inline. Check how many paragraph in one line. Run the page and then see. 3 or 4. 4 paragraph will come in one line. 4. Now he was asking to give the width 2%. Sorry, width margin 2%. Give margin 2%. See what is happening. Margin 2% if you give, how many blocks come in one line? See, calculation is like this. Total width is 100%. Now, how many block you want to bring in one line? 4 block. Listen properly. Width is 100%, and we want to make 4 block in one line. So 100% divided by 4. What will come? 25% will come. 25% will come. Now in 25%, if you give margin 1%, then it will become extra. It will exceed more than 25%. What is happening now? Now 25% minus margin 1% left side. Left side plus margin 1% right side. Okay. Margin 1% from left side, margin 1% from right side. Become is 2%. Now 25 minus 2, what you will get finally? Finally, you will get only 23% as a actual width. Remaining 2% is occupied by margin. Okay, ready? Now, so you will see here. So we will not give the width how much? 25. Total width minus margin. Then only it will fit because margin also take the gap. Margin is also part of space only. Margin part is also part of a space. So you cannot leave the margin. Suppose margin if you are giving 1%, then 1% it will take left, 1% it will take right. Okay, so now let me see here. Hopefully we should get 4 blocks in one line. Okay. Now suppose if I increase the margin to 2%, then what to do? What will be the width? Calculate properly. If you increase the margin as a 2%, then 2% take left and 2% will take right, 4%. Total is how much? 25. 25 minus 4. We have to give here maximum 21%. 21% here. 21% we have to give maximum. Then let us check now how it is happening. Like this. Leave that. Come down after this. Create 3 division. Div. This is from div 1 and working. Div 2 working. Div 3 working. Okay, now how many division you have? 3 division. Let's write the CSS. Check once. Is it applying for division or not? You have written only the CSS for P tag, right? See, we have written the CSS for P tag and body tag. So is it applying for P and body? It is applying for the division also. Look at here. It will not apply for div. Div will just print automatically. Now, why it is printing here? Because you wrote the CSS for paragraph tag. Division have no any CSS. Wherever the place will be there, division will go and print. Now to make division better look and feel, you have to write the CSS for div tag also. So let's come. Total 3 division we have. That represent we want to bring 3 division in one line. Okay. Let's go here. Write the div for div tag. We are writing margin. First write the width. What should be the width? 100% divided by 3 will come width as a 33.33%. That is the normal width without margin or anything. Background pink color. Hmm. 100%. How many division you want to, how many block you want to create in one line? Hmm. Okay. Now go next. So width you given how much? 33.33. Reason to give 33.33 because we wanted 3 blocks should appear in one line. 100 divided by how much? 3. 33.33 will come. Background given pink. Now let me give as a margin. Margin, suppose if you give 2%, then what will happen? It will take 2% left, 2% right, 4% total gap. Remaining is how much? 33. 33 minus 4. 28.77. How? 29.33. 29 plus 4 how much? 33. So it will come 29.33%. 29, 30, 31, 32, and then 33. How many? 4. 0.33 remains same. Now after that, since you are going to bring in one line, so float property you have to give left. After that, float left. After that, width, background, margin, float. Width we have written, background we have written, margin we have written, float we have written. Keep some height also. 100 px. Okay, ready? Now check the page. You will find total 3 blocks is generated. One block went up because there was a space. Remaining 2 gone to where? New line. If you add one more division, then it will show you 3 in one line. Write one more division. Right? 3 are coming in one line. Okay, so see in this file what we have written. Whenever we want to write the CSS for any tag, we will call the tag name here and curly bracket will open close. And for that, we will add the list of property and value. Whichever the property value we want to apply, we will add all the property value for a particular tag. So what it will do, it will just add the list of property value for a particular element. When the page will load, particular element will come with all the properties. So in HTML, in the term of HTML, the body, paragraph, division are called a tag. But in the term of CSS, your paragraph, body, division is called as this one, is a selector. Okay, people ask in interview, what is the selector? What is selector in CSS? Then we can say all the HTML tags, whichever the HTML tags we have, all the HTML tags are called a selector in CSS. All the HTML tags are called selector in CSS. If anyone asks how many type of selector we have, then we have this all. Look at here, we have written the notes. 5 types. CSS by tag name, by ID, by class, by tag group, by parent child. Okay, so one method you saw, what is the CSS by tag name. So for a particular tag, we will write the CSS. How? Open flower bracket, open close, and there we can add it. Okay. Come to the next file. So you can copy this. This much you can copy as an example. Copy this two block for body and paragraph. Come to the division developer guide. In developer guide, we can add here as example. Example. Okay. So this become example of CSS by tag name. Let's go on. We can write the next CSS by ID. How to create a file where we can apply the CSS using the second method that is called CSS by ID. Okay, CSS by ID. Next file, hope you are creating CSS by ID.html. Start from HTML. Follow the head. Here a style. Follow the body tag. Now come to the HTML, follow a division, div ID equal to maybe ABC, I am under ABC ID, div ID equal to XYZ, and under the XYZ ID. Now for both we need to write some CSS. Okay, it is not matter of now division or paragraph. It is matter of ID. Wherever the particular ID will come, their CSS will get applied. We can write here hash ABC. ID you will create using hash symbol. ID you can create using hash symbol. ID ABC. So here ID we created using hash symbol. Now under the ABC you will write as a under the ABC you will write here as a height. Suppose 200 pixel. Background orange color. Height 200 pixel. Background is a orange. And text align center. This is for one paragraph, one division. Now right, check it. It is applying for both or only one. It will not apply for both. It will apply for only one. Okay, so now happening for only first one, right? Not happening for second one. Second one not happening because you have not written the CSS for division or paragraph or H1. You have written the CSS for ABC. Now what is the ABC? ABC is the ID. Wherever we call the ABC, there it will get applied. Let's change 100 px as a height and then check is getting reflect. Should reflect. After that, next has XYZ. Inside we will add height 200, background in color, text align right. So it will print the content in the right hand side. Something like this. This is based on what? ID. So you can say in one page using the same tag, In one page using the same tag, we can design different type of layout. Div is same div, but one place the design is different, another place design is different. Now the CSS you have not written for div, you have written for the ID. You can call for paragraph also, you can call for other tag also. Everywhere it will work the same. Suppose second one, if I convert into p tag, you will not find any difference. It remains same. Some gap padding is there by default, margin. That margin got applied. We can write here margin 0px, margin 0px. So that gap will get removed. Gap is gone. So overall, compared to first method and this method, which method look like meaningful? Inline or internal? Internal is better compared to inline. So pretty. Save now. Copy this two line and come to our developer guide page. You can copy this both. Come to the developer guide and paste in developer guide as the example. How to write the CSS for a ID. Okay, next we have three more method. We will see that tomorrow by class, tag name and child parent. After that we create a different type of templates. So, added, paste in the example file, developer guide. This two is the example. Overall, CSS we have how many type? Four type first. Internal, external, import, and then inline. Under inline CSS, we don't have further technique to write. Under the internal, external, and import, this five method you have written, it is for the external, internal, and import. It is applicable in three. So now where we are under the internal. Internal we have by tag name, by tag group, by ID, by class, and parent child also. So those all we need to see one by one. Okay, then see you tomorrow.